Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your energy tarot reading going from the 28th of October through to the 3rd of November. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Had the energy update coming out this week, came out this week. A lot going on, really, and this is what happens when we get transforming energies. And it seems like, just looking at things today, just seems like the air seems to be winning a bit. We'll see if there's some more eruptions coming up on Thursday and Friday this week here, and if it does, it may affect more the fire within your reading. So be attentive to that sort of thing. But in the meantime, before we go on to the elements and see what's going on in your petals and your Astroflower, let's just have a quick look and see what's going on in the with the messages from the Astroflower and getting the doing a tarot reading for it. Okay, so here we go. We got your tarot. We got your Astroflower in front of you. Let's just see what's going on, what we get in the way of messages here. It seems to be you're more focused. This is the energy that's coming through you. It seems like there's more focus, or your energy is being drawn more into the relationship side of life, and there seems to be a little thing that actually becomes quite big. It's like a little situation, a little idea, maybe, I wonder about that sort of thing. And it takes on a much bigger proportion in your life. And it's your curiosity of life, I think, which is going to stimulate you a lot. It's going to be driving a lot of your emotions, I think, outward into the world around you because of this idea. On your financial side, there's a desire for change. Either you're in a job and you want to go for a promotion, or you want more stimulus within your job, or you want more results within your job, or within your business or your project or whatever you're doing. And it seems to be driving this on a very karmic side, sort of like, it's not that I just want more. I think I deserve more, sort of thing. That's the sort of sensation I'm getting out of it. Okay, let's just see how the energies are playing through there at the moment for you. Yeah, reaching for the stars. This could be that small idea that comes from you and really builds into something fantastic within your relationship side. It feels fantastic anyway. It's like small acorns make the oak tree, as it were. And on your financial side, it's more a case of here of, I wouldn't say it's dreaming, definitely not. I think it's aspirations for greater things within your career path, and it feels like that's the driving energy behind you on that side. But I've got a sensation there's more energy going into the relationship side than in the financial side, but we'll see. Let's just see what's going on here. There is like on your karmic path here, it's almost as like there's a desire for socializing, friendship, building bridges with people. And this could be building bridges on a one-to-one level. This could be building bridges within the collective. But it seems to be within your karmic path that seems to be the driving force behind your pathway at the moment. And the connection with coincidences, there seems to be two particular moments in the week that sort of helps to develop this small idea, this acorn, to grow into a lovely oak tree. And I think it comes from the past. I think it's either you've been through situation that sort of you didn't get the results that you wanted out of a relationship. It had the potential and just didn't flower. And it's like getting back in the saddle, and not, and literally just sort of saying, I'm not going to be defeated. And that's that, Taurus attitude, a real sort of determination. There is a real determination within you at the moment, but it comes out the top. It very in line with that. I think it's a case here. We were talking about the starting of the manifestation season in the energy update, if you were looking at it, and it was all about communication. So communication could be the key here that builds your life or your connection with people that are around you, and it almost is as if like I can get what I put out there. I will receive what I put out there in the way of sort of manifestation and so forth. On your, what is the lessons to be learned out of this week here? I it's like it's a little bit like what's going on the financial side. It's more sort of like I it's not that I want love. I deserve love. That's the sort of attitude. That's the sort of thing you've got to. I think you've got to be really, really positive about this week here, in regards to sort of relationships and so forth. If you're having difficulties with them in your relationships, and you want to get it sorted, it's a case of being really positive about it and really pushing the boundaries. I think more than anything else. Let's just have a quick look what's going on. Yeah, on your karmic path, there seems to be a mission. As I said, did I say sort of like it deserves? I want love. But, I deserve love, and it is going off on a passionate mission about it. And I think this is where you're going to have to go out there, communicating with people, connecting with people, not just networking. Here is really enjoying life and being very, very positive about things. Yeah, look at that on the relationship on side on the connection to the universe and the universal energies. You get that sort of three of cups. It is a lot of vibrant energy flowing through you this week. I would really push the positive sides of life from within you outside. You're going to connect with people in a really good way when if you're doing that, and that's where you're going to find. You're going to that just wanted to fall out, but that's what you're coming from. I don't think it was major. I don't. That's not what I get off it. I don't get a massive sort of thing. It could well be for some of you, and if you do, then much healing to you. But I think here is like getting back in the saddle, as it were. That's what I sort of said earlier on, and I feel like you might have felt a little bit betrayed in the past emotionally, and now it's a case of getting out there, being really positive, and I think you're going to meet someone that's gonna reflect your positivity. This is all about manifestation. Look at that. That's in your future self. You get the Six of Wands here, a really beautiful success within your life, according to your relationship side, because you're creating it, because you're manifesting it, and it's having that sort of mantra of sort of saying, I don't just need or want love. I deserve it as well. I want good times. That's and you keep that message in your mind, and it is going to change everything. I think you are the driving force behind your own sort of desires. Absolutely brilliant for you, Taurus. Absolutely brilliant. If you keep that idea, that positivity going, and that whole idea of sort of saying, actually, it's not that. Yeah, I want love. I'm ready for love. Let's go out there and let's get it. And as I say, it could be within a relationship that you're in an existing relationship already, and really pushing the positive sides of it and trying to get that relationship working in a way that sort of feeds the good times in your life. And it's like this feedback loop that keeps coming back, because you put out more, you get more back. It's really, really good within your relationship side, but it will take communication, a lot of joy, in exploring in the things that you love doing. It's all going to come good for you. Let's just have a look what's going on the financial side. Like, obviously you can get yourself a job, and you can be happy in that job, and you don't need to change it, and you can let things turn over and everything like that. I think your karmic path is sort of saying, no, don't settle for this. Push for more, push for more. That's what seems to be coming out of your karmic path. It's time to push, and it could be an existing business that you got already, a project or a job, and it's pushing for that promotion. It's pushing for that the results within your business, and I think here is where you need to be really sort of laser focused on where you're going. Okay. I think you have everything or everyone that is around you at the moment has the potential for success, or your connections with other people, even your connections with the synchronicities that are around you. It's going to open doors when you're connecting to the universal energies like that, and it's going to help you to sort of you know, push the boundaries. That's what I'm getting. It's really a case of pushing the boundaries, and you're super good at this, Taurus. From your past plays in a little bit to the karmic path here, and it's almost as if like you're using this path to give you this momentum to push you forward. And out the front there, I do get a lot of dollar signs. I do get a lot of dollar signs, as if like, you know, I just see the counter going. Tick, 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 tick. The more you put in, the more you get out at the moment. This is real manifestation season, I think, at the moment. Over the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks, definitely communicating is key, but allowing yourself to play with it a little bit emotionally in life, so you can just see where the best angles are to push on. So let's just say you've got a job, you're working in a company. And you know, just knowing the right people to talk to at the right time, doing the right activities with people that you work with, you know, networking, knowing the right people that you need to sort of connect with in order to get the best out of it. And once you start doing that, that's going to just start rocking things in for you, real opportunities for you. Don't rest on your laurels is the message that comes out of it. It was actually feeding into here, into this card here. So I was wondering what these 2 cards here are going to be sort of saying there. But it's a little bit like that. Don't rest on your laurels. You need to keep pushing on, pushing the boundaries, as it were. From your karmic path, you get the 5 of Pentacles. Usually money loss, I don't think it's on your karmic path to have money loss here. I think it's on your karmic path. If you really want what you're going to, you know, if you really want the success, it's almost as if like you have to make yourself a little bit exceptional. This is the feeling I get off it. And it's when we make ourselves exceptional a little bit within the world, especially within the workplace, we get to this sort of stage here where you're out on your own because you're driving your own path, and you've got to realize that if you want it, I wouldn't be just, you know, melt into the crowd. You need to stand out here, and to stand out is it's lonely at the top, as they say. It's lonely at the top, and when you're trying to push it, it's a real individual thing, and I think this is where you need to sort of like really sort of, be that driving force for your own manifestation of your future. In the past, in your connection to the universe, on this petal here, you get the 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands, it is about planning. As I say, I think you've got everything. I think you've got all the connections that you need. You now just need to follow a plan that's going to bring you in the results. It may mean. Okay, so this is very particular to someone. It's not going to resonate with every single person, but this little snippet here is more sort of like, in order to get the promotion or the business that you want and the results that you want, you've got to travel or you've got to move in order to get that. If you do move, you're not really going to know that many people, and it's almost as if like you've got to confront this in the world in order to get what you want, and you've got to follow the plan. You got to follow the plan. For everybody else, it's a case of, if you do need to travel, if you do need to have a lot of movement in your life, and I think that's sort of like very possible for you, but following the plan, following the resources that you have in order to get the job you want. So I don't think you necessarily need to do more qualifications and things like that in order to get the job you want. You actually got everything you need. It's now a case of, I wouldn't say fake it to make it. I wouldn't say that, but there is a certain degree of that in a way. I think you need to blow your own trumpet more than anything else. Yeah, really blow your own trumpet. And from the past, as I said, you might be doing well. You might be doing well within your business or within your job or within your projects. And it's whether you're satisfied with just that, which is fantastic. Of course, 2 of Cups, but it's in the past. And I think this is where you might be getting a little bit bored, as I said, with the situation. You want more out of it. And in your future self, you get the Nine of Wands going off on that journey. She's taking that staff there and really going off on a journey, which is built upon internal communications, which sets up the goals and the ambitions in life. And when you set up the goals and ambitions in life within you, automatically you have these sort of trigger things, sort of saying, look, I'm going after this, and then something else comes into your life. Someone offers you sort of like a business deal or a job, and you kind of go, well, if I take that, I'm gonna stop going after what I want. And this is where you got healthy boundaries, and it's going to help you to, if you do go off on this mission for you, and open the doors and push the boundaries. Yeah, I think you've got to be very on track with it. You've got to really start bringing in a lot of results. Yeah, owning it, blowing your own trumpet. This is the message that comes out of this week here, for you. The Emperor card. The more you put in, the more you get out. And it is about that. I think the whole thing about this week here for you on your financial side, I think really does get summed up in that card there. It's the it's the Emperor card. It's owning, owning your physical environment and being that person that sort of says, I have control over how much I put into certain aspects of my business, my job, or my projects. Therefore, I am the controller of how much success I get in my life. And I think this is where you need to take it to the next level, or at least investigating to take it to the next level, because otherwise you risk to get a little bit bored by the whole sort of scenario, the repetitiveness of it all. Okay, let's just have a look and see what's going on with the energies. If you haven't seen the Astroflower this week, the Astroflower energy update, please do go and have a look at it. We were talking mainly about, let me just sort of bring the sun up for you. There's the Astroflower. Let me just bring the sun up from this week just going past. There it is there. Yeah, the energy that's been going through there, I think, has been increasing, funnily enough, the air energy within the Earth system. Not necessarily coming from the sun, but certainly within the air system. It's creating a lot of static electricity. It's creating a lot of stuff going on around there. So you have to be wary of overthinking things. And this is where I think you will be very good at concentrating on just getting things done, communicating to people, actually going after the love and the joy that I said on that sort of side of things. And there is, we can see there is sort of coronal holes and so forth that are all in that sort of section there. Let me just bring up another one here, and because you can see it a little bit easier. You've got these sort of filament energies that go across the sun, and really does sort of that carries into that water and that emotion and that communication. Yeah, the energy that's been going through there, I think, has been increasing, funnily enough, the air energy within the Earth system. Not necessarily coming from the sun, but certainly within the air system. It's creating a lot of static electricity. It's creating a lot of stuff going on around there. So you have to be wary of overthinking things. And this is where I think you will be very good at concentrating on just getting things done, communicating to people, actually going after the love and the joy that I said on that sort of side of things. And there is, we can see there is sort of coronal holes and so forth that are all in that sort of section there. Let me just bring up another one here, and because you can see it a little bit easier. You've got these sort of filament energies that go across the sun, and really does sort of that carries into that water and that emotion and that communication. But as I said, I think air is becoming much more important than water at the moment. It seems to be feeding it even more, and this could be that moment before the sun kicks in with its sunspots, which brings into the fire into the system. So let's just go on and see how it works out with your actual Astroflower, and see which elements are affecting the petals. First thing you should notice is the fact that you've only got this part of the air in you, and that comes from Gemini. And that's sort of two sides of the coin with Gemini in a way. you've got it on both sides. So you've got it on your relationship side in the here and now and in your future, but in also it's on the financial side, connecting the energy from within you to your future. And this is where the ideas of how to approach your business, how to open and push the boundaries and start manifesting and having control over about what you invest in or what you get involved in is going to be really important. The other thing we should really notice as well is the water volume that you do have that runs through you. You've got this cardinal earth that turns into cardinal water, and I think that's also going to be a big player for you within your relationship side. And that's that small idea, I think, that acorn that grows into emotional direction with communications with people that are around you. But also on this side here, you have that mutable water that comes in from Pisces, and that's on your financial side. And that's sort of like trying things out, exploring, experimenting, but really being conscious about where you put your time, your effort, and so forth into all of that. Okay, so I think we're actually going to be pulling some cards on this water coming through here, but also on this air here, because if you look on this top petal here, you have got all the elements. You've got the air, the fire, the water, and your own earth. And I think this is where it gives it direction. So I'd like to clarify the card that's in this section here, and also clarify the cards that is in this section here, because of the same thing. You've got that water, air, fire, and earth. And that directional fire that comes in all the way from Aries, which is just next to you, it gives you that sort of direction of passion about what you want. And I think that's the sort of, there is a certain degree of influence from that on that side here, but it is how you convert your ideas into your emotional sort of situation. So let's just bring back up your Astroflower and the cards that we're reading upon it. So the ones that we were looking at mainly are going to be that one there, the Six of Wands within your relationships. We'll find out a bit more information about that and see how that can filter into your life, and also the Nine of Wands on your financial side. So let's just take a card. Let's start on the relationship side. Let's just take a card. How is that directional communications and emotions that should be put out there? Page of Wands. Happy-go-lucky, childlike passion within your life, and get fun into it. And that's what the communication, I think, is all about here. As I said, I think the more you enjoy it, the more you create a lot of buzz around you, and it creates a lot of opportunity for love, and it creates the possibility for your existing relationship, if you're in an existing relationship, to really take off. You get the Temperance card that sort of comes in with this mutable ideas, air energy, and that's possibly a way of, that little idea, as I said at the very beginning, that little acorn is what you're sort of playing through you and kind of sort of saying, that can get me some really good results. And the general sort of outcome of it, where we're playing into this earth on the outside, is the Sun card. Now that's all about happiness. I think it's also shining a light on you, Taurus. If you're getting out there, you're being very vibrant, and it's going to be bringing you, I think personally, a lot of joy and connection with another person. A relationship that really does sort of connect, and it could be because of what's happened in the past. I think this is like almost as if, like, because you've been liberated, someone that is coming in from the past because you're now free. That's well possible, but it could be sort of like you getting back to being you after going through a difficult situation within relationships over the past sort of like few months. Okay, let's see what's going on the financial side. Let's see how that sort of energy sort of like plays into you as well. We've got the air that we're going to there, that is that mutable air that's coming down there through from Gemini, and you get the Two of Swords. All about making decisions. I think you're fantastic at making decisions. As I said at the top there, you've got the lessons of the week of owning it, really owning your future, creating and manifesting your future. And I think here is from within you, the decision of the idea of what you want to do or where you want to take your career path should be that sort of driving force behind you. On that mutable water, you get the Devil card. The devil is in the detail. And as I said, it's with that detail, it may seem like that you're being a little bit shut out of the world because you're off on your own path. This is where I don't think it's a bad thing, really. Yeah, it may mean that you need to, let's say for your business, if you want aspect of your business to really take off, you're going to have to invest money. So if you invest money, it could at the beginning seem like money lost, but that money in theory that you invested should bring a lot of results through to you. And you get the Seven of Wands out the on your fixed earth. So this is out the wands. It's very fiery, and you've got that fire, that cardinal fire that sort of comes out the top there. But with the Seven of Wands, I would have it as very much an earthy fire sign. So that is exactly you, being exactly you, following your path, having that conviction of your own direction is really important. It's rather than having to fight against others, it's more of a case of quelling the doubts or the questioning that is within you, and really going after the increasing the results that should be increasing as you go ahead. I do want to pull a card out the top there, actually. Funny enough, what the result that comes out of it. Yeah, Four of Pentacles out of the top here. I think this is a case of, as I said, really choosing how you put your energies, your emotions, your finances into your life, being very astute about that. And I think that's what the Devil card is also about. Okay, so there you go, Taurus. Hope you get the best out of these readings. If you want to see more about the energies, do go and see the energy update that is bumping around my head at some point. I will see you soon. Thank you very much for all the support you give to this channel. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.